Hey guys, it's General Walski, and I'm bringing you some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Don't expect most of my gameplays being Modern Warfare 3 because I am not a Call of Duty commentator. I am a multi-game commentator, but I've been posting nothing about Gears 3, so I figured I'd bring you some Modern Warfare 3, a new game, shake it up a bit. Alright, so last video I did my middle school career, which is only 6th grade, so this video I'm going over 7th grade. Alright, 7th grade is possibly the worst year in not only in my middle school career, but my school career altogether so far. 7th grade, oh, what a terrible year. Okay, I came off of a summer playing nothing but Xbox. I mean, I was going hardcore into Xbox. All I did, I woke up, played Xbox, went to sleep, played Xbox. All I did was play Xbox. Alright, I spent most of my time in the basement playing Xbox. And I wanted to do football because I'd been playing football. Well, when school started, I wanted to play football. And I wanted to play football because I've been playing football for the past 4 years. But I came off being so unhealthy, so fat, that it was not a good idea for me to do football. And this would be, I know it's middle school football, but middle school football was not easy. The practices were torture. It was really bad. I imagine high school practice is even worse. Anyway, alright, I was fat already in 6th grade. I was unhealthy, and I had been trying not to eat very much in the summertime, and I got my eating schedule all screwed up, and that screws with your energy levels. You can't run as long. It just makes you unhealthy overall. So I signed up for football camp before playing actual football. It taught me to get ready, condition. And god dang, those had to be the most torturous practices I've ever had. And it wasn't even real football practice. It was the spring training. We had to run around the football field, which is 250 yards altogether, 5 times, just as a warm-up. That's a lot. That's ridiculous. That's about roughly 1,250 yards. That's retarded. That's just warm-ups. Then we had to do 25 sit-ups, each of us, and this is a bad lag here. That's what it looks like in film anyway. I sprayed those 2 down. But anyway, we had to do 25 push-ups in football armor. And football armor is about 25 pounds altogether. So 25 push-ups with an extra 25 pounds holding us down. That was killer. We had to do sit-ups in football armor. Oh, it was terrible. We had to, and at the end of practice, we had to run up and down the field 10 times. That's 1,000 yards at the very end of practice. So much running, not very much tackling, just a whole bunch of running. I almost wanted to quit football, and I hadn't even started the season. But I decided to stick with it. I wasn't going to quit now because I already had, I already paid $100 just to rent the equipment and play. And there's no refunds. So I decided to keep doing it. And when the football season started, I immediately regretted it. We had to do something called a snake drill, and long story short, we had to run up and down the football field. Basically, we had to snake across the lines. We had to, each line, so we had to go across the 5-yard line, the 10-yard line, and the 15, etc., all the way to the end, all the way to the other end zone, and it was, from the 5-yard line is 50 yards long, and we had to run across that, and we had to do that the entire football field, every single line we had to run across. And we had to run in a line, and if anybody got ahead of anybody from the start, like if somebody was starting to slow down and the person behind them got in front of them, we had to restart. We had to go at the same pace, and everybody had to jog or run if the coaches got pissed at us. That was terrible. It was, and that was a warm-ups. Then we had to do push-ups, and we had to do 30 push-ups in that armor. Terrible. We had to do the beast drill. We had to run across the football field 20 times. Oh my god. It made me hate football. But I was no longer fat because of all the running I had to do. I was a skinny son of a bitch, and I was muscular because of football. It's where I first started to become athletic. So I got higher self-esteem. I felt better about myself. So when I came in the first day of school, I told myself I wasn't going to be a class clown. But I got sucked back into it. Somebody said something, I can't remember what it was 3 years ago now, and it was something that you could just tell an easy joke to it. So I told a joke to what he just said, and everybody laughed, and that pretty much made me want to be a class clown all over again. I thought I'd be different because I was athletic, I wasn't fat anymore, but nope, still the same thing. Nobody liked me. I had a couple friends, a couple good friends. My friend Anthony, friend Nick, friend Chris, and they were my friends my 7th grade year, and they were good friends. Anyway, I lost all respect. Everybody lost respect for me yet again, and 7th grade was ruined for me from that point on. Well, I kept doing football. I developed my first crush, my first real crush. I was crushing this girl hard. I was too afraid to talk to her. I was just so nervous, and whenever I did talk to her, I said something stupid and make me worse off. And I had a lot of acne in 7th grade, and that's probably why she wasn't that interested in me, because she had a clear face and I did not. So when I finally asked her out, she said no, and that crushed me. I didn't cry or anything, but I was crushed. It destroyed my. I thought I was ugly. I thought I was ugly. I thought my hair was bad, and my hair was pretty bad. But I just had so much low self-esteem. I didn't have any confidence in myself. I hated going up in front of the class because I was so worried everybody would be judging me for my looks. Even though I wasn't that bad looking of a guy, because I'm not gonna go into this. Anyway, I'm not that bad looking of a dude. Not to sound like a jackass, but it brought me to low self-esteem. And during football practice, I made some pretty goddamn jackass enemies. They were the preps, the jocks. I'm an enemy with those kids because this kid, I'm not gonna tell his name, but he was a total dick. He acted like he could beat me up, and he was friends with a lot of other cooler kids. So when the tackling drills came, I was so pissed at this kid. I ran at him full speed and just rammed into him, and hurt his leg real bad. And ever since then, he's been my enemy. I'm gonna have to cover 7th grade in another video because I still got a lot more to share. Comment, rate, subscribe for part 2 of 7th grade.